Hi guys, it's me and Kaya, and we had a lot of requests to do kind of a baby carrier review or comparison, I guess. A lot of you were asking. Actually, I had a Twitter follower request, she wanted to know what the difference was between like a structured carrier, a wrap carrier, or a sling. I, for some reason, have owned or own all three of those things. I actually just gave away my Moby wrap, but I do have a video on the Moby wrap. I'll link it somewhere up here for you to click through on. But I don't have that anymore on me. I just gave it away actually this past weekend to a friend. I personally did not like the Moby wrap. I loved it for infant use, you know, in terms of kangaroo holds really close to me. And I did wear it not last year, but the year before that, when my son was about 1.5, I did front carry him. But I live in the Midwest, so right now it's really snowy, it's really rainy, it's really icky out, it's really cold, so I don't want to be messing with like 12 feet of, well, I'm probably exaggerating, but you know, yards and yards of fabric dragging on the ground to get it on my body and then getting my kid in it while it's cold outside. That's a huge turnoff for me. It also doesn't wrap down very small. Like I said though, at home when I was cooking and baking and stuff like that when she was an infant, I loved it because I could breastfeed really easily in it and it was really comfortable and she really felt really cozy. So for newborns, I think the Moby wrap is probably a really good choice. But in regards to it being the most flexible of things to use, I don't think it is. It's very affordable though. I think it's like $39.99 at Target or online, so that is a plus of it. It's also very versatile because it's so long, it fits any body type, anyone, man or woman, you know, it doesn't matter how tall you are. So that is a plus to the Moby wrap. And you can do all different types of holds. I know you can do like a front and a side and even a rucksack, like a back carrying, but I watched the YouTube videos on the rucksack carrying one and it scared me. So I mean, I don't know. I just didn't want to mess with it, so I did give that away. I also tried the Moby Go. That came out just this past December. It's supposed to feel just like the Moby wrap, like in terms of comfort, but it's a structured carry, it's a front carrier. I loved the way it felt, and Kaya really liked it. I liked the price. It was about $79.99. But what I didn't like was the fact that I was limited into the holds that I could do. I could do a front hold really comfortably, and I could do a side hold somewhat comfortably, but then the back hold, it's not actually said, it doesn't say in the Moby manual too that it does do a back hold, but on YouTube there are videos, and it crisscrosses in the back and in the front. So when you wear your kid on the back, it crisscrosses over your breasts. And the bands are about this wide. So I have little small boobs, so it just covered them, and I didn't like that because A, I'm breastfeeding right now, so my boobs are really sensitive, and B, if I ever want to carry my son on my back, I want to be able to nurse her really quickly, or even if I want to, you know, carry her on my back, I want to be able to take the thing off and nurse her, you know, on the go. So I didn't realize that, so I did take that back like a few days after I brought it home, and I exchanged it for the Ergo. A ring sling, this is made out of linen. A ring sling is any type of fabric carrier that has 2 rings at one end and then just a long piece of fabric sewn onto it. I love this. You guys have probably seen me if you follow my blog or if you've seen any of my Facebook updates or Twitter updates. I wear this thing a lot. I got this over the summer before I had her. I did a review on it. Again, I'll leave a link to that video somewhere up here, maybe over here. I really like this ring sling. They're pretty, I mean, they can be relatively inexpensive to really expensive depending on what kind of fabric you use. This fabric is a really, really nice fabric. I believe this one is about $80. I did get this one for free for my honest opinion and review over the summer. But honestly, you can find more affordable ones. but it all depends on the fabric. That's what makes it more expensive, is the craftsmanship and the fabric of them. I really like this sling. It's really easy to put on. Again, I'll link the video, but I'll just do it real quick. Put it around your shoulder and your other arm, depending on what side you want your kid on. You put that through and you pull it down. Like I said, there's a video, and I'll also I'll put a link to the blog post down below. But I do love the ring sling. The only thing that I don't like, what I do love with the ring sling is that I can take it anywhere. It's not as much fabric as the Moby. I can shove it in my diaper bag or in the car real quick and take it on the go. It's easy to put her in really quickly. I can nurse discreetly in it. Those are some ads of the ring sling. What I do not like about the ring sling, which I'll insert pictures actually of me nursing her in this because you're going to wonder. What I don't like about the ring sling is that it kind of cuts into my shoulder because it only goes into one. So I can't wear it for a really, really long time. That's my only issue. Also because there's no padding underneath where your child's legs are. So I'm always like readjusting, feeling like maybe things are cutting into her. But she's happy in the ring sling. So I would suggest a ring sling because they are more affordable than the Ergo if you're just looking to side carry. But I've never tried any other type of holds with it. I don't know if you can, like I said, so it's not as versatile. But yeah, so I do really like the ring sling though for just, quick trips out. Now the Ergo. I love the Ergo. It's a structured carrier. I love this. I've been doing research on this since Wyatt was a baby. I really wanted one, but we couldn't afford one back then. And I just have been drooling over one ever since. So they range from, I believe, about $100, depending on where you go, to about $150. When you go into the $145 to $150 range, it's because you're either getting designer fabric or you're getting the organic fabric, which I believe is the same thing. I opted for the original. I believe they have a performance and a sport one now too for that fits up to larger people. I got the original. I'm very petite, so because I'm so petite, every single adjustment on this is to the smallest it can be. So I don't think I could have done the performance sport one or whatever the other ones are. They have a travel one too now that rolls up into a little bag, which is kind of cool. But I wanted the original. It is the favorite. It is amazing. I wore her on the baby store, and the only reason why I opted to go with the Moby Go the first time was because it was cheaper, and I thought, oh hey, it does all the same things as the Ergo, but it's cheaper. But then when I brought it home, I found that it doesn't do all the same things. So it was worth it to me to spend the extra $40 to $50 to get the Ergo because I want to be able to use this up to 45 pounds. If you need a reference of what 45 pounds is, my 2.5-year-old is like 30 pounds right now. There you go, another 15 pounds, and I can, that's when he would not be able to be held. So I wanted to get the most out of my carrier. So the Ergo fit that bill for a lot of reasons. One, because you can front carry. You can front carry in 2 different ways. You can either do straight down straps, and then there's a little hook right here that clasps in the center to keep your shoulder pads together, or you can do crisscross like me. I'm opting for crisscross because it feels better on my back. That's another reason why I like it, because everyone's different, their backs are different. This can fully adjust to my husband and his needs and his back problems. I'm guessing he'll like the straight down, but I like the crisscross. So like I said, you can do the crisscross, and all of the holds are really easy to do after you see the videos. I'm not going to do any of them for you because she's kind of in a weird mood right now. We woke up way too early this morning. But I'll link a bunch of Ergo videos, the how-tos that I use underneath this video. And then it's got this belt. The belt is what makes the huge difference with the Ergo and with any type of structured carrier. Instead of carrying the weight on your shoulders like you would with the ring sling, you carry on your waist or in your hips. So it feels great. I feel my core being worked out when I carry her, so I've actually been carrying her every day since I've gotten this around the house, even if I didn't have to, because I want to work out my core. My core is so weak right now after having a baby and having surgery, so that's one of the additives. Another nice thing about this is you can wear it on your hip, which I'll post a picture right now. And you can also wear it on your back. And I haven't tried the back one yet, but I'm assuming it's great too. I just haven't gotten to it. Maybe I'll do it right now after I film this and then insert a picture here. But I do love this. So you can do a back hold, you can do a side hold, and you can do a front hold. And with the back hold, like I said, you can do the straight down instead of crisscross, and then it latches in the front. So all you'd have to do is unlatch the baby off the back. There you go, got it in the front. So that's why I like the Ergo. Another reason why I liked it was because of the color choices, which I know sounds vain, but I really wanted this cranberry one. And it's really soft, and it's padded everywhere. It's padded on the arms, it's padded in the legs for her little, thighs, so that it's not cutting into her chunkiness right here. And it's, like I said, fully adjustable, so I really like that. Another thing I like about the Ergo is that it has a hood. The Moby has a hood as well, but it's just like an actual, like it's a hood. Like it detaches, and it just looks like a sweatshirt hoodie hood. And this one instead has these adjustable snaps right here, and then you snap them to your shoulder pads, and then the baby's concealed from the weather, or if they fall asleep, or if you're doing some housework and you need to bend over, their head is, supported. And then it tucks back nicely into the pocket. So I really love the hood. Like, when I was at the store that I bought this at, the lady, was telling me all the perks and stuff, and all I could come back to was the hood. I wanted that hood, it's just great. Another thing about the Ergo is that you can unzip this right here and put your phone, a nursing scarf. You can, just hide your phone, your keys, anything quickly right here, which is really nice. The Moby only had one pocket on the side, on the front, and it was for the removable hood, so, I don't know. But I really like this. She's fallen asleep in it numerous times. You can sit in it. You can stand in it. So in regards to having long trips, like at an art fair outside, that's what I'm looking forward to the most this summer. Or if you're traveling somewhere and you need to get on and off buses where strollers aren't going to be a great use, I would suggest the Ergo. The biggest reason why I got this was to be hands-free. My son is 2.5 and he runs. If you've ever met him, he's a really sweet kid, but he runs, he's a boy, so I have to chase after him, I have to pick him up, I have to drag him screaming and kicking, and so I need both hands, and I can't just leave her in her stroller somewhere. So this is what's going to be nice for us when we go to the park, when we go on walks, when we go shopping. I can now have her in this instead of in the car seat or in a stroller, because she's starting to not like those things. So I'm going to go because she's getting really, really tired, and Wyatt needs to go down for a nap as well. But I hope this was helpful to you. There are a lot of different front carriage structure type things that are cheaper than the Ergo. The only thing, my biggest thing, the reason why I wanted this one was because it's so versatile in regards to me using it, or my husband or my mom using it, and it's also in terms of the positions and holds you can carry, it was the most versatile for that as well. I know the Babybellykelli, it's about $120, it runs about the same. That is actually quite similar to the Ergo. I've heard a lot of people say that they like both of them. You can do side carry, you can do a back carry, and you can do a front carry with the Ergo, and it is adjustable from infant and up. Like you can like the thighs right here are adjustable, they snap out, which is awesome, and I would probably really like that. But what the Babybellykelli didn't have was the hood. So like I said, this had every single aspect that I wanted. If the Babybellykelli had a hood, I probably would consider that one too, but that's just my preference. I also like that the straps right here for front carry can be crisscrossed in the back or straight up and down. So that's why I picked the Ergo. Like I said, there are tons of great front carriers. I know I had a baby Bjorn with my daughter, my first child, 8 years ago, and I don't know if the style's changed, but I really didn't like that thing. It was super uncomfortable. So again, it might just be that it was way back then and they were first starting to come out, but so far this is my favorite front carrier that I like, and she likes chewing on the strap. And in terms of resale too, you want to look at carriers. If you're going to make a big baby purchase that you're going to know that you can gently use, I would suggest getting something that the resale value is high on. I know that sounds weird, but this is our last kid, and when I go into the mindset of buying things, I think, oh, is this going to be able to sell? Am I going to get some of my money back if I, buy this? And the Ergo sells like hotcakes on eBay, on Craigslist, everywhere. So, I can gently use this, get my use out of it, and then pass it on or get some money back for it, hopefully. But I hope that answers your questions, and I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye. Say bye. Bye-bye.